pretty damn good color considering the short amount of time and the rain and the fact that I really wasn't grabbing the right material. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Gold Hunter 77. Today I'm back here at Whiskey Run Beach. This is a very famous historic gold mining site, and I have great news. One of my old honey holes is now within my reach. So let me show you this honey hole and let's get that gold. Check this out. Finally, all that driftwood moved. The big storms moved all that driftwood over there, took out some of the blonde sands, and look at this. Look at this pay layer right here, guys. That stuff is awesome. And I know that because a few years ago, we were getting a lot of gold. I mean, some guys were getting 1-2 grams. Normally, I wouldn't be able to dig here because this road, see, I'm right in the path, but it's all blocked off with driftwood, so no problem today. I've never dug right here. See, this creek used to run down this road. It's probably the best spot. This is what I brought today. I have the big green machine, the old classic homemade sluice, short shovel, long shovel, 2 buckets, couple pans, and this classifier. Shout out to Dale from Black Sands Prospecting. He actually gave me this classifier, perfect for the beach. So definitely put that to use. If you haven't seen Black Sands Prospecting, check him out. Great guy, great channel. There we go. We are back at it, baby. Both sluice boxes, perfect setup, damn near perfect flow. Just a slight adjustment up here. Look at these shout outs. There's my new sticker. All my subscribers get free stickers. American Gold Prospectors, Brian, Gold Pan Suntan, GS Prospecting, AU Family Prospecting, Secret Creek, Buffalo Chris, Jefferson State Gold. Man, we got Otis Ferris. We got more AU Family. West Coast Gold Prospecting, what's up? And Secret Creek again. There's my old sticker. Yeah, we're going to rock the show. We're going to have some great material today. Use the cart to haul it over here. Let's get that gold. Wow, I already have a massive hole going on here. Like I'm already digging well over 2 feet. And when I go to dig this stuff, I have to get so deep. And yeah, sand is easy to dig in at first, but the deeper you go, and as this hole fills with water, it becomes a lot harder. To make matters worse, I am just barely hitting that black and red pay layer. And if this hole keeps on burying itself, it's going to be impossible. That's part of the problem. Normally, I don't have this much water to deal with. Man, it's always something. This pay layer, I'll tell you right now, is the best pay layer I've found on a beach ever, by far. But getting to it is crazy. I haven't been able to touch this pay layer in like 5 years, just because it's been so buried with blonde sands and driftwood. It's exciting to at least see it again, but I'd really like to get some good shovels fulls of it. Shovels fulls of it. Oh, Lord, I don't know. And I can't do a lot of this because of my back. Okay, I'm hitting it again. I'm just getting a little bit of it, though. I need more than that. I might have to start a new hole altogether. Oh, boy. Well, that's that. I had to straight up abandon that hole. Part of the problem is coming down this road, that's where the water's coming. You can see it trailing through here, filling my hole. I just really wanted to dig here because I've never got to dig this far in. But I know it's really good over here too, so we're gonna have to try over here where hopefully there's less water. But yeah, that's a good temporary fill. When this tide comes up, it'll completely cover this with sand too. I am on hole number 2 now. And if you hear that, that is cobbles. In this spot, you need to find the cobbles down here a couple feet and then get below them. Once you're below them, you're on the pay layer. So try this hole and see what happens. Man, it is really raining out here. Oh boy, I might have to throw on the rain gear. Pretty hardcore, man. I got gold fever today. All right, well, I'm basically on my first bucket. I did get a half a bucket from the first hole. It wasn't that great. There wasn't a whole lot of black sand in there. I got a nice place to sit down, run my material. The rain is kind of back and forth as far as heavy to light, but I'm real excited to see how much gold is in this. I know I'm on the paystreak, and I know that that spot has always been loaded. Yeah, this stuff here is not completely black, as in I'm still not deep enough that I'm getting full black shovelfuls. Just the tip, I promise. But I know there's gold in here. I know it for a fact. It's a good sign. If the wave action continues to do this, it should technically start to uncover that hole much, much more. That pay layer has always been hard to reach. That's why this is one of the few spots I bring a full-size shovel. Definitely boots. I even have hip waders if I need them. But by then I'd probably be buried in quicksand. Don't want that. I'll tell you something else. These gorilla carts, best $100 I ever spent, hands down. If you don't have one, you got to get one, especially on the beach. It's an absolute must, but they're great just to have in general. Whew, buddy, a little update on this hole here. It's got to be over 4 feet wide, probably 3 by 4 by, I don't think I'm 3 feet deep, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. I mean, my goodness, I got to really watch where I'm stepping, because after a while I start sinking, and I've actually been stuck in one of these before, almost to the point where it was scary, but you got to know when to get out, you know. If your feet are covered, basically up to your ankles, you're all right. Don't let it go past your ankles. You could be in a little trouble. There's a little pile, but it's oh, now my shovel's stuck. Come on. Damn it. Let it sit there too long. The biggest problem is these holes, they like to keep filling in on you. So it's like once you start digging, you got to keep digging to hit that black layer. Well, unfortunately, that's all she wrote. She is just collapsing way too much in there, and that was a lot of digging. That first one was even more digging. There's only so much my back can take, and I'm just barely hitting that black layer. So, I mean, it's good, but it's disappointing at the same time. But anyhow, good enough to run a bucket or two. We'll send it through the sluice and see if we can get any gold out of that. Yep, last bucket. Actually, it's only half a bucket. It's just a real bummer because I finally was able to get on that layer again, but it's still a little too deep. And there's too much water. And I don't know what it was back then in 2018 or so that me and a few other guys were just killing it right there. Full shovels of black sand. And there was a couple times I got half gram to a gram. I was with another guy, Chris, I believe he got 2 grams. Just incredible. And the gold here is bigger because there is gold coming down this creek as well, along with the micro beach gold. But I can't be too disappointed. I have to be grateful just to be out here, be mining again. Watch my back. I mean, if I was getting full shovels of black sand, hell yeah, I'd stay longer. But with that hole, the way it keeps collapsing like that, just like the first hole, I don't know what the solution is to that. So if any of you have ideas to prevent those holes from collapsing, let me know. You know, mind you, I don't think I'd want to set any kind of anything in there that I couldn't get back out, right? I don't know if boards would work or anything like that. I've thought about it, but it seems a little extreme. Although, you know, the old time miners, they were extreme. They would dig really deep. And I don't know how they prevented the sand from collapsing unless they just straight up built walls. Maybe they did. Maybe they just timbered them in somehow. Pretty much processed 2 buckets, not that much black sand in there, about a handful per shovelful. So we will see gold, but it's not going to be a ton of gold. Anyhow, let's get everything loaded up and get back to the gold room. Wow, perfect timing as well. The rain is really coming in hard now. Dark clouds coming in, so it is time to skedaddle. All right, we made it back to the gold room. I got the concentrates right here. It's not much, and I don't expect much, but I do expect gold, maybe a little bit of platinum. I mean, that's it. That's it. Barely covers the bottom of the bucket. You know, but that was only an hour and a half of digging. And as far as black sand goes, I mean, maybe half a gallon out of all that. It was mostly the wrong sand to begin with, but I did manage to get some, so we'll go ahead and pan it out and see what's in there. Now with fine gold, it's always a good idea to add some jet dry. Don't need much, just a couple drops. Got her panned down. What I did is I did about 3 of these spoonfuls at a time into this pan. Wasn't quite enough for me to break out the gutter sluice. I'll tell you what though, this water is pretty old. I think last time I changed it was sometime early summer. I keep adding a little bit of bleach, so yeah, I probably need to do something about that. But anyhow, let's see what our gold situation is after an hour and a half in a very historic beach mining site. Definitely got some gold. Oh yeah. Yeah, that ain't too shabby. Hell. A little bit of color there anyways. A little bit of color. Hour and a half, and maybe a half a gallon of black sand, really. Look at it float. That's how fine it is. A little bit of platinum in there as well, but that's pretty damn good color considering the short amount of time and the rain and the fact that I really wasn't grabbing the right material. I was just getting the very edge of it, and I didn't get enough of that black sand, but I did get enough to show you what you get from that. Might have been a half a gallon. Now imagine moving buckets and buckets of that sand. Once I'm able to access that pay layer like I did back in 2018, it's going to be an absolute game changer. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I know it's been a while. Went out there in the rain and it was bad weather, but that's alright. You know, I still managed to find some gold. I always do, never fails. I just can't wait for those storms to take that driftwood and all those blonde sands further out so I can really hit that layer. All in all, it was great to be back out there again. Had a fun time. Also, a big shout out to all my subscribers, liking, commenting, and sharing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it's absolutely free and really helps a small channel like mine. So thanks again, guys. Till next time.